ladies and gentlemen, I'm Poppa T here at JCT 92.G Radio on none other than that lovely Cupid day called Valentine's Day. And with me, my sensational buddy, none other than the lovely Dr. Susan Harwitz. Dr. Sue, how are you, my dear?
I'm doing great, and I always do great when I talk to you.
Outstanding. That's vice versa. And
yep, you are Poppa T, the motivator.
Wow. I gotta live up to all of that. I tell you, but I'm so glad to be appreciated. Especially it comes down to a day like today is when we start assessing different things like relationships and associations and all the rest of that good stuff. But on that note, happy Valentine's Day, dear.
Happy Valentine's Day.
And happy Valentine's
Day. So nice that you are in my life.
Thank you, and that's vice versa. And happy Valentine's Day to all of you lovely folks out there listening and viewing this, wherever you may be. And we're going to go into just speaking in general about issues of the heart, because we've spoken on love, and we've actually laid a foundation to allow folks to know that love is something that's greater than an emotion, is greater than romance. So today's subject is going to be called Issues of the Heart.
Oh, isn't that nice? Issues of the Heart.
Now, Issues of the Heart. Speaking of the heart, Dr. Sue, something that we definitely support the Heart Associations of America, and that's one of our biggest charities. And we believe that the heart is something that should be cared for. That's on a physical level. But then we speak about the emotional things. And I'm not sure if we can quite relate emotion and mental and put them on the same level. What is your concept about that, Dr. Sue?
You're asking about emotion and mental?
Yes, because some people seem to equate the two as being synonymous, and I'm not quite sure if we can relate the two on that same issue or level.
Well, these are words that we use. I think we generally use mental. There's no real difference. However, we usually say mental as, the way we analyze, the analysis of it, what we want to believe, how we analyze it, and the emotional as that, that instinctive pull, those feelings that are not really subject to analyzing, they're just there anyway,
Okay. And before we rise a little higher on that subject and degree, we're going to talk to the folks a little bit about the heart itself. And I know that you live healthy, you eat healthy, Dr. Sue. I visit with you from time to time. Let's tell the folks a little bit about what they can do to prepare themselves, because I believe that they should prepare their hearts first physically to make sure their hearts are strong enough to enter into relationships that might bring a...
There's emotions, there's thought, there's what we say, there's what we do.
Indeed.
And the emotions are the most difficult to control. But sometimes if you're feeling stressed or worried, stand back and take a look at your thoughts. Like you're going, oh my God, am I going to be late? Did I forget this? Will this be okay when I show up? All that kind of thing. Well, step back for a minute and say to yourself, I believe that this will be fine. And here is my backup plan in case it isn't going to be fine, but I believe it's going to be fine, and I am going to handle whatever comes up. And just rethink your thoughts. Put different things in your head. And if you do that, then you will reduce your stress. And when you show up, whatever will show up, but you will be less stressed when you get there and better able to handle it.
Wow. That right there is profound, all within itself. We actually address some of the things that you can do to eliminate, especially speaking on a level of mindfulness, and to eliminate the possibilities of overstressing yourself and therefore bringing about afflictions on your heart. And speaking from an emotional level. Now, also, what are some healthy foods that folks can eat that could cause them to or prevent them from entering into areas of heart disease and things of that like, Dr. Sue?
Okay, well, you kind of trained yourself. Fresh fruits and vegetables is really good. I like yogurt. I would stay away from fried food. You know, I mean, really, I don't eat them. I don't tolerate them. I went to a comedy club the other night, and I couldn't resist. I had this plate of it called zucchini crisp. Something, well, they tasted good, but a few hours later, I got so sick. I thought I had food poisoning, and it wasn't that. It was the eating the greasy food. People, you gotta cut it out. All these fast foods. And you know, I just read a news report. Children who live near fast food restaurants are statistically more likely to become obese and sick.
Indeed, because of all the greasy food and how fast it is, and it's so tasty that, and the parents sometimes they're overworked, overburdened, so it's a quick fix.
Right. If the parents are stressed, the parents are in a hurry. This seems like an easy solution, but it's only a temporary solution, and it backfires. It's not really a good solution. I mean, I appreciate that people are very busy. Maybe if you take time and you prepare the night before, then you have something and it's really packed up and ready to go. So when you're rushing out of the house, you don't have to suddenly, for the first time, make that food. Try to do things the night before, a little pre-planning, and then you won't so easily fall into the fast food trap. I mean, you only do it for convenience and ease, and because they kind of trick you into telling you that you're cheap and that it's cheap and saving you money. Well, not in the long run. In the long run, you pay with your health, and that's a heavy price to pay.
Indeed, one of the most important degrees there is on the planet, your health.
And yes, absolutely.
And if you're healthy,
you're paying, with your health. So it's not really as cheap as it seems. It only seems to be cheap in the short run and expensive in the long run. So if you do that, and if you take food with you so that when you're hungry, you can eat. Pack a couple of apples, pack some snacks, pack a combination of nuts, dried fruit or something, so that when you're hungry, you have something to nibble on. So you're not like so starved, man, I'll eat anything. I'm so hungry,
Indeed. It's amazing and it's incredible and it's, joyous to get together for a quick snack or whatever. But the thing is that snack should be healthy, as in always when I visit with you. The snacks are always healthy, and you're looking at the long term instead of just looking at the short term.
Health is a long-term investment. Your health is a long-term investment. It really is. So, and also make a habit, set the alarm a little bit. And I'm going to tell people, I know it's hard sometimes that you can't follow every suggestion. Adapt it to your own lifestyle. So,
it's amazing.
Set the alarm a little bit early, or find a time during the day when you exercise. You can't get just put on some music. I put on that wonderful Motown music. I love that Motown music.
That Motown sound.
I love that music from The Wiz, and I just put it on my sound system in my home, and I'm bopping around to it, moving around to it, so I get that exercise at home, and it's much faster, and it costs nothing, and at least I start moving. It's a really good thing.
Exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with Dr. Susan Horowitz. It's always a pleasure. She's a staple around JCT, TV, radio, and magazines. She's not only a great advisor as motivator herself, but what we're going to do, she's always also a great songstress. And we're going to go to a track from her called Yo Te Amo. In other words, I love you.
That is, it is English and Spanish, I love you. In English, it's I love you. In Spanish, it's Yo Te Amo. is here in the name of love.
I only meant to share some wine and watch the moonlight in your hair. And if by chance you touched my hand, that touch would vanish into air. But when we shared that glass of wine, our careful words could not disguise the passion of a Spanish night. In the light of your eyes, yo te amo, I'll always love you. Yo te amo, mi amor. Yo te amo, our love is forever. Te amo, amor. Now in my dreams we still embrace. Your body moves me like a song, and each caress makes me want more. Your touch is music, sweet and strong. Abrázame, hold me close. Antes de irte, we must part. Bésame, kiss me once again. You live forever in my heart. Yo te amo, I'll always love you. Yo te amo, mi amor. Yo te amo, our love is forever. Te amo, amor. Yo te amo, I'll always love you. Yo te amo, mi amor. Yo te amo, our love is forever. Te amo, amor.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't you just love that? Yo Te Amo by none other than Dr. Susan Howard, a.k.a. Dr. Sue. Dr. Sue, what inspired you to write that song? It reflects so much on the physical aspect of the emotional side of the heart.
Well, it's a very romantic, passionate song. And, I just wanted to write it, and I like to write these songs in more than one language. It just really appeals to me, and somehow going into another language, going into Spanish, seems to release some romantic feeling. You know?
Outstanding.
I don't know why.
Outstanding. You know what, Dr. Sue? You know, it's always real. It's always a pleasure speaking to you. I can't believe I look at the clock and we've been sitting here over a quarter of an hour communicating to the folks with informative information that can be of assistance to them. and their health as well as their emotional state, because I believe that if you are spiritually and mentally grounded, that your physical will follow. And as the military says, a fit body is a fit mind. But we are speaking of issues of the heart, and that heart is so instrumental in all of those levels, as we are on the greatest level of existence that there is. The only place where the spirit, the mind, and the body all interconnects to make the greatest existence that there possibly could be. Man, under the guidance of the Father.
Really, there are mysteries about love and feelings. We don't always know why we feel the way we feel. We try to analyze it, but we can't. Part of it is a mystery. Part of it is, the heart. The heart knows, and sometimes instinctively you know something that, your opinion or what other people say. They say one thing, but the heart knows. It has its own laws in certain ways. So, I think that's wise to know that. And I'd love to leave people with a feeling of valuing their feelings of love and friendship today,
Outstanding.
Whether it's love, whether it is your, a special significant other, whether it's a really close friend. There's a lot of feelings of love that we have for many different people. And it's like a vibration and a buzz underneath the conversation. And we can treasure that. And then we'll have plenty of love in our lives. It won't be just restricted to one particular thing, And I think that will open the door to have more love in our lives.
Outstanding. I most definitely agree and concur. And on that note, Dr. Sue, we're going to leave the folks with once again, happy Valentine's Day, and we're going to send them away with that song that get them in the mood for whatever this day leads to, with your soundtrack called Slow as Honey.
Oh, Slow as Honey. And if they want to hear more songs, please go to my CD. It's on CD Baby /Dr. Sue, DRSUE. CD Baby /DRSUE. And now I hope you'll all enjoy Slow as Honey.
I most definitely agree and concur. And on that note, we're going to happy Valentine's Day.
We'll go slow as honey, twice as sweet when I love my honey. What a treat, I wanna undress you, gently caress you, kiss you head to toe. Tonight we're gonna go slow as honey. It's kind of funny, looks like rain, but I feel oh so sunny. I'll explain, when we're close together, we make private weather. Let the raindrops flow, tonight we're gonna go slow as honey. Through snow and sleet and slush, we never try to rush. We dim the lights and lock the door. Ooh, baby, gonna let it apart. Let's light a candle, sip some wine to make it last forever. Take our time and cherish every minute. Lick the sweetness in it. Holding you, I know that golden honey flow. We will always go slow as honey. snow and sleet and slush. We never try to rush. We dim the lights and lock the door. Ooh, baby, gotta let it fall. Let's light a candle, sip some wine and make it last forever. Take our time and cherish every minute. Lick the sweetness in it. Holding you, I know that